Om. Good morning. Namaskaram. Sat Sri Akal. I am A.V. Sridhar, aged 70, resident of Bengaluru. I had an attack of COVID last month, that is in March, and I recovered from that. I want to share my experience with all of you so that some of the practices all can follow to come out of the problem. There is a Tamil saying, Yan petra inbam perigai vaiham. Whatever good happens to me, the entire world should get it. In that respect, I would like to explain some of the steps I have taken based on doctor's advice, and also some yoga mudras, pranayama, and other health siddha secrets which I would like to share with you. I am a regular practitioner of yoga, and I had my vaccine, first Covishield vaccine, on 8th March 2021. I was so confident that I may not get COVID infection. In spite of all these things, I had an attack on 24th March. Fortunately, I was with my son, and their family felt that I should be self-quarantined, home quarantine. Doctor asked me to measure the oxygen. The oxygen level was 97. He agreed with that, and he has given me some advice which are very important. He said oxygen should be monitored every 4 hours. Should it fall below 93, then you should be contacted for admission to hospital. Then he asked me to keep the body hydrated. He asked me to drink plenty of water, some other liquid things like coconut water, buttermilk, anything, but body should not be dehydrated. I sincerely followed that, and he said within the room I can walk around, and I can be do some physical exercise without straining myself. This is the practice I followed. Initially, I was not feeling hungry, but over a period of time, I regulated my diet and everything went all right. There are certain important aspects I would like to give as a 3 bouquets. That is food and nutrition and water. Then your emotional health, and also some physical asanas which are also very important, and I will tell you in that sequence. Water is an elixir of life. Water should be, actually there is a Bengali saying, Jal Kabe. That means water should be eaten, and food, solid food, should be drunk. That means you have to chew the food sufficiently so that it becomes liquid. Water on empty stomach, if you take, and slowly, you should not gulp water. If you take slowly, it is very helpful. For example, our saliva is alkaline in nature. Normally, our stomach is acidic in nature. And some of the people, that acidity increases, and that creates lot of problem. If you drink water slowly, so that it can mix with the saliva and it enters the stomach, it neutralizes it. This is a very good way of drinking water. And water should be taken before the meals and should be avoided during and after the meals. There is a saying, Bhojanante Visham Vari, which means after the food, water becomes like a poison. So you have to be, if you eat slowly, then you will not need water. And before starting the food, you can see too few drops of water, that is sufficient. And during the meal, avoid taking water. And after the meals, after a gap of 1.5 to 2 hours, you can drink water the way in which you want. This I followed very sincerely. That helps. And if at all you feel something should be drunk after the food, you take in the form of fruit juice or buttermilk. That way you can take it. That way the water effect will be neutralized. This also I would like to share with you. Food should be eaten slowly. Another important thing for food is never load your system, especially during COVID time. Our digestive system is relatively weak, and if you overload the system, that creates lot of problem. Better you take it is half empty, half full. You can take it half to three-fourth full. Suppose you are able to take 4 rotis, you take 3 rotis. If you are able to say 3 dosas, you take 2 dosas. That way you can reduce when the stomach should not be filled at all. So that some gap is there in the stomach for water and air for easy digestion. This helps in the movement of bowel movement as well as bladder movement, which helps. These are very critical, especially during COVID time. And some of the things, there should be natural movement, that urination color should be relatively colorless or slightly yellow. If the body temperature increases, then it becomes slightly darkish in color. So sufficient water you must drink it. That way you can monitor the thing. Similarly, 2 to 3 times motion is okay. That removes the waste from the system. That is also very important, and you can follow this. Now let me come to some of the exercise. Please remember, during COVID time, do not strain yourself. You normally do whatever physical exercise you are doing. If you are able to do it, it's well and good. Especially yogasanas, certain stretching is very important. That helps in increasing the oxygen level. Similarly, some asanas which you are practicing, I will tell you the names of the thing in YouTube, which are available. You can see and practice it. That way it will be very easy for you to practice. I will tell some of the important asanas. Stretching is important, and forward bending and backward bending. Spinal column should be flexible. This is also very important. That helps the flow of energy. The 4 flows are which are important. One is pranic, that is air flow should be good. Then water flow, blood flow, and energy flow. All the things should be properly monitored. So for that, these all the yogasanas help. The Ardha Madhyasana, that twists the spinal column, that also helps. And chanting Om and Brahmari is very effective, because that increases oxygen level in the thing. I followed this. My oxygen level never fell below 95. So some of the asanas like Bhujangasana, you can do it, and some simple exercises for the lungs. This will help you during the COVID time. That will never allow the oxygen to fall below that. So don't strain yourself, but do this. Some of the mudras which are very important is the Pran Mudra, because there are 5 types of air in our body. Prana Vayu, which goes upwards, Vyana Vayu, circulating Vayu, then Apana Vayu, downward, Udana Vayu and Samana Vayu. Udana Vayu, external, Samana Vayu, internal. That is centripetal and centrifugal. That way you can flow. And some of the important is prana. The name itself suggests prana is very important, and you can practice it 45 minutes, 3 times, 15 minutes. Very simple, and you can follow like this. This is very simple. You can follow like this. Prana Mudra. Another is Vyan Mudra. This is also circulation, especially urinary tract, everything flows smoothly. This also you can follow. And Apana Vayu Mudra is very important, especially during COVID time. That Apana Vayu should be flow very normally. Otherwise, there will be chest pain, heart problem will be there. To avoid that, you can do this. And I will tell you the details subsequently, and I will give you the link in the thing. This you can practice it. And last but not the least, our emotional well-being is very, very important. The reason being, physical exercise you can do, and all the doctor's advice you can follow, but finally it has to give results. That is only by God's grace you can get the results. My request to all of you will be, please pray to your Ishta Devata and pray sincerely. Definitely that will give you tremendous boost in your mental makeup. Please follow. And your family support is very essential during this time. Especially, fortunately, I had my granddaughter. She was very young. I could not naturally meet her or touch her. But even then, her voice itself was soothing in nature. Another important thing is, you can listen to good music, especially Sanskrit slokas are very soothing, And I tried actually that some of the Sanskrit slokas by Uma Mohan, that gives you tremendous peace of mind. And these things, I measured the oxygen level that go by 2%, 2 points. This is very important. All these things. So this I would like to. This is my first video. I would like to elaborate depending on your feedback some of the yogasanas, siddha secrets I mentioned, and then some of the pranayam, mudras, all the things I will explain. Thank you very much for your patient hearing. Thank you.